How's it going today, guys? I just gotta start this video off with an apology, I'm so sorry that the fans in the background aren't blaring right now. I'm so sorry that my TV isn't turned all the way up so you guys know what I'm interested in as well, like a true content creator. And I'm so sorry my mic isn't busted like it has been in the past, like a true content creator, man. Like I've been watching Nova online and I've been picking up some tips from him. Like, I don't go live very much, and I've been looking for someone to show me the game, show me the ropes. And Nova Online, he's really been showing me some stuff, like only going live for 30 minutes. You gotta make the fans want some more. And if you only give them 30 minutes of content, well, they're going to be coming back, right? And when you're recording as well, make sure you have the worst mic possible. You have tons of options. You could even be using your phone, which would probably be a better mic, but you don't, because you don't give the viewers what they want. Because if you give them what they want, how else can you improve? It's okay to be a 7 out of 10. A 6 out of 10 is a little low, but you need some room for improvement, just like King Kill said. And you know what? My TV doesn't have to be blaring. I'll tell you guys, I just started the new King of the Hill, and it's okay. I'm not down with Dell's voice. I think it's terrible, but the rest of it seems okay so far. Now, maybe we'll see later in the season, but we'll talk about this some other time. We gotta talk about some really talented people. Forget Mike Judge. We're talking about Nova Online, the 10 out of 10, the put it to meatball with a side of cheese pizza. And can someone get a French onion soup from the one, the only, the Nova Online, the man with the world on his shoulders? When it comes to food reviews, the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. Because enough with the jokes. Where I want to start this video off today is the fact that Nova Online has like achieved a life goal of his, because I can only imagine when Nova Online still had some hope in the world when he was in elementary school and the teachers asked him, Nova Online, what do you want to be when you grow up? What could you possibly think of right now that you're going to do when you're older? And Nova probably looked at them or wrote it down on a piece of paper. I want to be a WWE wrestler. I want to be on the TV so my Uncle Drew cheers for me every single day. My mom used to change my diapers, and that was the highest point of my life. I want to get back to that. And maybe if she can see me on the big screen, she'll know that I'm the man of the house and she's got to do what I say. But that was back then. And unfortunately, Uncle Drew is no longer with us, so he couldn't see what finally happened. But Nova Online achieved his dreams, because on the most recent SummerSlam, Nova Online was there. Nova Online was on WWE TV for the world to see. You guys know he was just sitting there like, oh my gosh, mom, look at the TV. We finally made it, didn't we? Look at all the heat I got. Mom, you might think that they're hating on me right now, but I just got some heat. I'm a heel in this business. One day I'm gonna flip over and be a face. I'm not like Chris Chan. And it's so crazy how bad this has gotten, guys. Like, could you imagine, like, Nova Online was for sure watching SummerSlam. You're just sitting there chilling, watching like your favorite side activity, your favorite sport maybe, and then all of a sudden you see a sign and you're like, wow, that looks very similar to my TikTok tag. Oh wait, is that my TikTok tag? Oh God. Are they calling me a putter again? Oh, those silly rascals. Really wish it wasn't on public television, or I guess pay-per-view. I don't even know what WWE does anymore. A live streaming service? But for real, just imagine turning on the NBA, the NFL, whatever your favorite sport is, and just seeing in the crowd someone holding up a sign making very literal statements about you, like John works construction or Jenny sells life insurance. You would be a little taken aback and a little confused and maybe bewildered. But if you're in Nova Online shoes, how do you even feel about that? I imagine he just memory holes it, turns it into delusion, and just imagines himself walking down the arena in his finest Sailor Moon outfit and just playing one of the songs one of us has made about him. Can we please petition WWE to get them to put Nova Online signs in the game? Like, he doesn't have to be an official character, but like the mythos surrounding him should be in the WWE lore. It should be spread to more people, more countries, so more people are aware about this guy. It's only right. I remember back in WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, back in like I don't even know if it was like GM mode, but you could definitely customize the signs for wrestlers. So like, yeah, I think so many people should be able to walk out and see Nova Online as a predator on their signs. It's just right. And I don't want you guys to forget that DSP was also in the same shoes as Nova Online because he was also watching SummerSlam, seeing his worst moment of all time being brought up in front of all the wrestlers that he loves and enjoys to this day. In fact, he was spending tons of money on them in a gacha game. Nova Online wasn't, but he was probably spending his money on something equally as dumb. But you gotta wonder, what is Nova Online gonna do after having this happen to you? After having someone just besmirch his good name? He hasn't been on a Discord in what, 2 weeks flat. In Cyrax's time, that's like 5 years, you know, guys? So how does he like relieve his anger? Well, I'll tell you guys, he straps on his chastity belt and makes us all suffer. He wants us to feel his pain because he goes on to put on some of the worst live streams ever. And DSP, he wears a crown. He thinks he's the king of hate, but he's just been named the worst gamer of all time. The only crown that he truly wears. But there's an up-and-comer right now, someone really challenging the throne, and he also does food reviews. Now, he's not as smart as DSP. That sounds so crazy to say. He doesn't charge nearly $1,500 to do a food review. That'll be later in his life. But he sure does suck at video games. Nova might be one of the worst. So let's go ahead and check out Nova being the worst video game player of all time and the crash outs that happened in between.
FRND. Did I just make a friend?
Respectfully, the stream is 18 plus, so I would like to politely ask you to leave if you're not 18.
Okay, now. Dress masquerades as
Oh no, I wouldn't talk to them if they were 13. Hell no.
No, you sound like you're angry.
I'm not angry, Miles.
Respectfully, I kind of wish all my fans were 18 plus
Says when she's angry.
because I fucking hate kids.
You've known me for a long.
Alright, that's it. Time to send people to Pound Town.
No, you sound like you're angry.
I'm not gonna play Roblox this stream.
Just focused.
That's what my mom always says.
Can someone tell me how to dodge?
You've known me for a long time. When have you ever seen me angry?
Because I kind of forgot.
It was a rhetorical question.
Got it. That one time we were playing a board game at your place and you kept losing.
I wasn't angry at you. I was angry at the universe.
Forgot healing existed because I don't play Spider-Man that often. Oh, I found out how to dodge. Circle. If only action movie villains could aim.
Nova Online hates when I bring this up so much, but it's so true. Could you imagine messing up so much in life, been such a Discord degenerate, that you're playing Spider-Man, something that probably will bring in a younger audience. Plenty of other YouTubers do it. It's not uncommon, but you have to say, this is for 18 plus fans only. Please leave immediately. And like, if you're under 18 and you jumped into that stream, you might be wondering to yourself, why is this guy asking me to leave? I mean, we're just watching him play Spider-Man. I mean, he's terrible at it. The mic quality's awful. I don't want to stay here much longer, but why is he doing that? So you just investigate a little bit, and then you go to understand that, wow, I was in extreme danger by being in this guy's live stream. All of a sudden, I could have just became a fan, which is just hard to believe, but you know, well, let's consider it. And they go on, they get on his Discord, and then the same thing happens to them that happened to that person who is going to be his quote-unquote manager. Nova Online's going to he's just going to text him like, wow, everyone's calling me a predator. Can you believe that? Do you believe that? Oh, you don't? So let me be a creep real quick, you know? That's Nova's MO. But in all honesty, it's one of the only good things Nova has done in his content in a long time. But I'm still gonna bring it up.
Fuck Major Chilla, literally.
And did you guys hear Nova's new defense? He just hates the younger demographic. He just doesn't enjoy their presence. It's not like as we speak, as I'm recording this and as you guys are listening to it, Nova Online is probably listening to it at the same time, jumping over to his Discord, typing to said younger demographic. Like, can you believe they're doing this to me? Please, just praise me. Just tell me how great I am, and I will certainly never do anything weird to you. You just gotta trust me. I know we're in a precarious situation right now, and if you betray me, man, that'll really hurt my feelings. So Nova, how about instead of just keeping your content 18 plus, make sure everything else in your life is 18 plus. And Nova, the way you play Spider-Man, it might have made me give you a pass because I can see just how easily you forget everything. I mean, guys, when you're playing Spider-Man, the dodge button is circle. We know Nova Online mashes. You can just hit circle by accident. And Nova Online is playing on one of the easier difficulties where you get a good amount of time where you see the red. The red means press the circle button, dummy. You are out of time. I mean, unless you're going for perfect dodges, but Nova's not striving for perfection. He shoots low, 13, 14, those kind of numbers. So I might have shown him some goodwill and said, you know what? Nova Online is just forgetful, guys. He didn't mean to do it. If like every time you didn't screw up, you immediately say, oh no, the pickle man got me again. I knew I shouldn't have done this, and then proceed to do it again right away.
Reminds me of the ground pound from what was I thinking? From Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Oldie but a goodie for sure.
Probably bits of his subconscious trying to protect whatever's in that crystal. But listen, if you can find all the pieces, they say you might be able to make him whole again.
Being a sand person sounds complicated.
I missed with the Venom Smash, damn it. Mortal Kombat Armageddon is fun as hell.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stop Only Ollie Eats. That series wasn't really successful. And it wasn't something I enjoyed making anyways. I'm on amazing difficulty.
But if you find the beating heart of New York,
I can't face cam on my PS5. I'm gonna become a faceless YouTuber, by the way. Isn't the real Daniel Larson still in the mental facility?
You're not taking him. You are naive. They are out. Let's see you try.
I can't tell what attacks are heavy and what are not. Daniel Larson is the second most documented person in history. And there probably will never be another Daniel Larson. No, I don't have a fictional crush, but I do have a real crush. Even though my girlfriend might be mad at me.
You're not taking him. And you are naive. They are out. Let's see you try. I have a shot.
My crush is Tiffany Strat. She's 25 if I remember correctly. Actually, I actually am polyamorous. You didn't know that? Pound Town is just my version of the band hammer. I know what Pound Town actually means.
So when Nova first did that ground pound thing that Miles Morales does, I was thinking to myself, Nova's gonna say that's exactly like God of War when Kratos is doing like his power slam. It's an upgrade you get during the game, but no, Nova Online busts out a classic. He's like, that reminds me of Taven's special move in Armageddon. I think you get it during the Cabal segment or around that point, and I was like, wow. Nova Online actually knows Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That's a solid pick from him. And I just gotta point this out. Many people bring up how great the Deception Conquest mode is, but I think Armageddon's is like way better. Like Deception's is like a glorified long ass tutorial. I just like Armageddon so much more. It's a real shame what the Mortal Kombat series ended up being. But back to the main point. So Nova Online knows about these video games. He's been playing forever. That's what I can tell from him saying this. So how are you so bad? If you played Mortal Kombat Armageddon, you're kind of like a superhero fan. I would imagine he's played the Arkham series. The Arkham series is literally the Spider-Man games, but just a little bit harder. I played Spider-Man 2018, like just a couple months ago, beat it 100%, and I think I was on the hardest difficulty because I played the Arkham games before. It's not hard at all. Like, it was one of the easiest games I've ever played, especially the Predator sections. Like in Batman, you had to think a little bit. In Spider-Man, there's very little thought at all. And the combat sections are even easier because you get gadgets to actually take enemies down instead of just affect them. Unless we're talking about the charging enemies from Arkham Knight, that's a little bit different. But still, yet, the combat, everything else is so much easier in the Spider-Man games. But Nova Online just doesn't get it, and he's been playing for hours. And speaking of stuff Nova's been playing forever, but still somehow sucks at, I guess Nova Online is no longer going to continue the Bowling Alley Eats series. And we know there's two things Nova Online loves in this world: having mom put double orders in, spending about $40 or $50 more than she even needed to, and bowling at the same time. I mean, you just can't get enough of it. So when he says this, I pretty much assume that basically means Nova Online has now been kicked out of his bowling alley. So now Nova Online has a lot more free time, and he figured out what he's going to do with this free time. He's going to become a faceless YouTuber. I think he's just inspired by all of us that make videos on him. He's like, wow, you know, they don't show their face, you know, they just talk about things. Maybe that's a solid idea. But there's one vital flaw to this. I want you guys to think about it for 1 second. Think about a clock ticking down. 1, 2, 3. Now, what is the big problem here? Well, first off, you are Nova Online, one of the most infamous people on the internet. Even if you did start a faceless YouTube channel, you would be found out very quickly because you would sound exactly the same. You have a very distinct voice. People would recognize you almost instantly. It wouldn't even last very long. And we also got another problem. I want you to think about these other lolcows that you know, Nova, ones that you wanted to cover on your own podcast. What happened when Cyrex had the same idea? He wasn't going to use a face cam. He was going to become a VTuber and use a voice changer. They found Cyrex just from his dialect alone. People would know it's you because there would just be tons of fans in the background, TV blaring, and you'd still be complaining about the same things. But maybe he's trying to escape for different reasons. Maybe he doesn't care about us. You know, he's trying to get to his real crush, Tiffany Stratton. I mean, she sees him around the WWE all the time. She sees people holding up signs about him. I mean, she knows who he is. So he's just embarrassed, guys. He wants to move on. And if you didn't know, Tiffany Stratton is a wrestler. I just had to look it up. But yeah, now it makes a lot more sense why he wants to become a faceless YouTuber. How else is he going to get her?
Okay, get these cables out of there. Does this SATA cable need to be removed? I'm not sure. This is my computer. If you haven't seen my latest community post, do that for some context.
Against the case, that's totally fine. Just be careful not to hit anything with your hand as you remove the cable. After that, we'll move on to the top left of the motherboard and disconnect the 4 to 8 pin CPU power cable. This just depends on your motherboard.
Okay, I think I might have forgotten that. Let me check. Do I need to unplug like everything from the motherboard? Fuck. Oh, I need to disconnect these. Okay, that's free. Free. Free guy. am not fucking dense! Water destroys electronics. I am not fucking dense. You guys think I'm R-worded? I am not. I'm trying. Fuck, why couldn't Best Buy just do this? Because of all the freaking dust in it.
And now we have Nova Online cleaning his computer. And what is the first thing that you guys notice about this? It's that Nova Online is not taking care of this at all. Like when you're messing with your PC, you should be extremely careful. Like I'm on the floor with it. I'm not putting it up on any place that's high where it can fall down, where I can accidentally knock it over. I've got like a bowl and I'm putting everything where it needs to be if I'm taking anything apart. Like, you gotta be really careful, and if you don't know anything about them, use a guide and follow it extensively, and make sure you watch it over and over again so you don't mess up. But here Nova Online is just, I don't think I should rip this out, but here, let me pull it, let me unplug this. It's no wonder you fried your PC, Nova. You tore it to pieces, and look, I've learned the hard way as well. I was fixing my Xbox One time, and I was using slides on WikiHow, like not a very good guide in the first place, but it was doing well up until the point they put a slide before they should have and said, hey, do this, and then I clicked to the next slide and it's like, well, you should also do this before you do that or you'll ruin your entire system. I suffered through that and I learned, hey, listen to people who actually know what they're talking about. And you guys know Nova has done the same thing, and you guys know he's messed up tons of other things. He's probably learned this lesson as well. But Nova Online, it just never sinks in for him. And it's so funny, Nova Online tells everyone, guys, I'm not gonna put water in my PC. Who do you think I am? Pinhead Larry over here? No, I'm Dirty Dan. I'm the sheriff in town. You guys better stop messing around or you're getting sent to Pound Town, buddy. And in the process of feeling so smart and superior while also complaining that Best Buy should have done this, but man, it was just too dusty. When Nova, you could have just like dusted the thing, you know, taken a Q-tip, like got all the dust out of it. You've got plenty of trash surrounding you. I don't think it would have changed very much. You could have got a trash bag as well and put it in there, but I don't really think that's Nova's style. So instead of you doing the bare minimum, like literally the bare minimum of PC care, you just go ahead and destroy your PC. But yeah, you're not going to put water in that thing. You'll just tear it to pieces. But I guess that's enough for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, follow all the socials down below, and I gotta put a PSA out for you guys. If you got a Sonic 2 medallion in the mail, I want you guys to please like cancel your order. You know, don't play with that thing because it's got another one. I think we need to start a petition now or something. I don't really know how we go about it, but we have to make sure the Sonic 2 medallion is officially stated the only known cursed object in modern times. I think we just have to at this point. Besides all of that, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll catch you guys next time.